Certainly, absolutely no surprise that the Western Australian Labor Party has been returned to another 4 years of majority government after a pretty comprehensive victory against the Nationals' official opposition and also, of course, the Liberal Party. The Liberals came into the election with 3 seats. They gained the defection during the past term, but of course, they had won just 2 in 2021. The Nationals, meanwhile, coming with 3, they had won 4. But look, Labor winning this pretty easy on the night. 6 News was able to make the call just about an hour and a half in, and it was pretty comprehensive at that point. From there, it's been a few tight races, but ultimately the result has been pretty clear. Libby Mettam, the Liberal leader, was conceding to Roger Cook, of course, and Roger Cook did speak last night, declaring victory as you would expect, but obviously a really, really comprehensive result for them. This, of course, follows on 2 other landslides, 2017, when Mark McGowan first came to power, and then, of course, the infamous 2021 annihilation of the Liberals, which I think most people would remember. And that was, of course, at the kind of height of WA's strong COVID response that they had been pushing, and that really gave McGowan that boost there. But still, Roger Cook would be very happy with this result for obvious reasons. They have comprehensively come in there. There's been a few interesting contests where independents have been getting up, and I know the Greens had kind of increased their vote. They were up about 4% in some results. Of course, things could change and things will change as pre-polls come in, but that's how the Greens were going. Meanwhile, in the upper house, which this election moved to a statewide model, which is, of course, the interesting contest. It avoided, removed rather the regions, and it moved to a statewide electorate with 37 members. Labor had a majority going into this. It doesn't seem likely they'll necessarily get a total majority, but they're still looking like the largest party, and it seems like, based on some of the early results, the Greens could be the ones to do it with them. We're also expecting One Nation gets back into Parliament, and that will put Rod Caddies, its state leader, into Parliament. One Nation had previously been represented in the upper house, but lost its representation in 2021, but now they are back in, and also in the running of the Australian Christians, Shooters, Fishers, Farmers Party, and a few other minor parties, the Legalise Cannabis Party. Seems like they'll probably get one as well.
Brian Walker is their leader, and he should get back into Parliament. The Australian Christians, meanwhile, their state director, Maryka, Groenewald, is their lead candidate, and she seems like she'll be elected to Parliament. It makes their first ever MP ever elected. They haven't had one before, and they should get in. As of Sunday morning's count, you can see there with the 2.63% quota, the only party that has been ruled out is the Libertarian Party, who have finished last, but all other parties do have some realistic or mathematical shot as of our analysis, as of Sunday morning's counting. Roger Cook, the Premier, will go back to the lower house, was speaking last night in his victory speech, and he thanked the Labor team that has been running throughout this campaign, and it has been a massive team given the amount of MPs for the ALP in Parliament.
We relentlessly pursued the creation of jobs and the delivery of infrastructure and services that people need. And at times of global uncertainty, the WA community has put its trust in our WA Labor team for the next 4 years.
And so you can stay with us here on 6 News for the latest coverage of both the lower and upper house results, including who's forming the official opposition, who's making up the Legislative Council crossbench. We'll give you all the latest details on that, and we'll see just how big of a majority this will be for WA Labor.